Someone whose mindset is very well set is the man who was there, the hitman yesterday, Rohit Sharma. And he actually spoke about that. I mean, it was not just about what he did on the field. And he said, I think it's just the space I am in right now. It's a good phase. Having a daughter, a newly born daughter, actually has put me in a good space. So he's enjoying his cricket, coming off a great IPL campaign and then starting off here. So the importance, Zaheer, of being in the right mind space.
You're asking him about the newly born daughter in that line, yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, you've seen him up close.
I think it's taking the pressure of cricket. You know, pressure of expectations.
The softer side of him coming out?
Yeah, I think, you know, it just takes your mind away, isn't it? Rather than constantly thinking about the game, constantly thinking about the expectations, and it just at times kind of bogs you down. Like, you know, it just you feel the weight of it. But when you have someone like Samaira, you know, to take the weight off and take the pressure off, I think she's the cutest thing I've seen during the IPL, you know, and getting very popular. And
I mean, after the
one
IPL,
thing I have to say, that kid in the stadium is very unfazed. Like, like she doesn't even feel that there are so many people around. Doesn't cry. Yeah, she's a happy baby.
Cool from her father. I saw Rohit once. He got man of the match of Mumbai Indians at just won, and he was sitting. He said Marathi Mandi Ghalun. He was sitting on the grass with the baby in his. He was just. I mean, he was like he was lost to the world.
But it's made such a difference to so many people. Even someone we saw as a feisty youngster by the name of David Warner. The moment it comes to his young ones, he becomes a completely different person.
And then sometimes he goes back to being the Warner he was, and maybe another young one arrives, so he comes back to who he is. What about Mr. Monk Kohli? There isn't a little one there, but Mr. Kohli is still becoming a monk almost.
Well, it's the partnership. It's not just about who's batting at the other end. I think that also helps. Shikhar. I mean, it was both the missus and of course, I mean, he's an adorable young man.
Oh, Shikhar's little one. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. You look at Shikhar. And you say, okay, you know, in those movies, you saw this gun and you become small, small, and there's Shikhar's
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
Yeah, correct. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's Shikhar's little baby. He's not a baby anymore, but he's so funny.
I think what we're talking about is the support system.
Yeah.
I think that is something which is very important, you know, for you to go out there and do your best, you know, and you often talk about the switch off from the game. You have to cultivate some hobby, and you have to have the right people around, you know, who are at times criticizing you as well, telling you the exact calling spade a spade. You know, so that is something which is very important, and when you have that kind of support system, suddenly things starts to flow, and you know you are making the right decisions, and that's something which you have seen with everyone. You know, not just these three examples which you are looking at. I think every athlete, every successful person, I would say, has at some stage had this support system for them to flourish and do good things in life.
We were in the West Indies, and I saw this occasionally angry fast bowler just, you know, saying romantic nothings and walking into the sunset, and I said, this too can happen.
Go on. Come on, let's have a listen.
No, we're in the West Indies, and we're chatting, and then suddenly we find that Zaheer and Sakrik are not there. They're there 1 minute, next minute they're not, and we see that there's a little sunset and they're walking away.
Well, Antigua is a pretty place.
That's
okay. You can
that's
go
okay.
for long
I'm just saying it can happen
enjoy.
to anybody. That's why I brought up Mr. Monk Kohli. I mean, he's becoming so calm in press conferences. I remember seeing him even in Australia amidst all the tension. There's a calmness that's come to him. So
yeah, we saw it on the field yesterday. You were not there, but we briefly referred to it downstairs here, and we were saying that, look, there are sides. In India-Pakistan battle would probably have brought out the feisty side of him, even in a toned-down way. But here he was smiling. Mohammad Ahmed came and said a few pleasantries to him, and he just smiled back.
Well, that fire is inside. You know,
a fire is there. I'm not saying it's gone.
But
it's like a capsule. It's like a sugar-coated capsule. There is the thing inside. Yeah.
That hunger and that drive is there. It's just that he's evolving as a person, you know, and that's something which is seen. I mean, the gesture which he has shown for Steve Smith as well. You know, he's thinking beyond things, beyond cricket. He's wanting to be an ambassador, and so he should be. He's leading by example and doing a lot of right things, which is he's a true leader in that sense. He's always led with example, and I think there are certain things which he should stick to. We don't mind seeing him going on with his lip sync. If you read it nicely, he can continue with that. So that's something which he should, and it's still there. So there are certain things which he has not moved away from, and which was seen when he got out in that last few overs of the other game, which game? Australia game. I think he got out towards the end, and he was very upset with that dismissal. So all those things are there. It's just that the other things he's taking it to another level.